Good day. It's your facility management professional again. Oluwafemi Ogunle is my name. I want to appreciate every one of us for tuning in. Appreciate you for always watching and liking our video. Please continue to like our video and tune in. Still on our series on effective facility management, we started intensive look at service level agreement (SLA), and we established that service level agreement is a document, an agreement. It's a document that is binding between the service provider and the service user. Document that speaks to the level of service specification, document that speaks to how far you can go, your response time, your mode of work, and the standard of work. We've defined SLA, service level agreement. For our video of today, we are going to be looking at SLA element. That what an SLA should the detail is not exhaustive. In a correct environment, what an SLA should contain. So we start with timing. An SLA should have a start date and an end date, contract duration, and response time. For a good SLA, for a good service level agreement, you must have the date you start that work, the possible end date, then the contract duration, then the response time. This is very crucial. Response time is very crucial. You must be known by the level at which you respond to an escalation. Then the second element should be quality, performance related, and expectation. So the description to quality, performance related, and expectation is just your service specification. The detailed service specifications fall under this. Your supervision falls under this. Your tracking, including method by which service provider record complication or extra work, is also part of the element of an SLA. Monitoring performance measures and reporting is also part of the SLA. Other element is safety. In your SLA, you must include laws, codes, and regulation, personal protective equipment. In the SLA, your PPE must be in your SLA. PPE for all personnel that be involved in that work. It may be one-time SLA or it may be a contract for a fixed period SLA. Don't mind it. SLA are always for a fixed period. That's what I said earlier. Your start date and your end date and the contract duration is major parts of your SLA. Then incident reporting. You must also state in your SLA how you are going to report incidents that happen on site. You must state how you are going to be reporting them. Then part of the element of an SLA is communication. Communication is very good. Your meetings, you state the frequency of meeting, you state procedure for revisiting, reversing the SLA. Yeah, nothing is cast in stone. There must be a way to revisit, to reverse the SLA. Then you must also state your reporting and frequency at which you are going to report during that contract duration must be stated in your SLA. Then we have problem management. You must state how you are going to add it. So if a problem is identified or escalation guidelines, you must state your approach to problem. You must state the approach you will take to an escalation. You can also state the approach you will take to dispute resolution. These are part of the SLA. Pricing and compensation. In your SLA, your pricing must be there, your incentives, and also penalties too must be there. Don't forget, SLA is between service provider and service user. So it is always good, industry standard wise, that service user produce a draft SLA. And what is your draft SLA? One of the component of the SLA, one of the component which is SOW, statement of works. So it is the service user that we bring out SOW, statement of work, which states to that these are what you, the service provider, will be doing for us. You list them, then you list then the pricing, then the penalties. So this pricing, penalties will now be debated. Is that what correct? Will now be debated between both parties. Then SLA has to do with legal compliance. Reason for contract termination should also be part of the SLA. If a service provider is not meeting up to expectation after the first warning, the second warning, the third warning, we are going to terminate the contract. So those are also be part of your SLA. Then normal signatures, both parties will sign, confirm that you have agreed to the agreement in the SLA. So these are components that inexhaustible. It can be more than this, but these are components that a good SLA must have. Please take something home from this. There must be a service level agreement between the service provider and the service user. And usually the service user comes out with SOW, which is statement of work. Then now the service provider will now start adding their standards, the response time, the pricing, the penalties, so that at the end of the day, both parties will now come at a round table, agreed on the content of the SLA, then sign it. Then it becomes a binding document for the duration of that work. So SLA must have a duration. It must have a start and an end date. And usually it is a contract period. And most important thing, dispute resolution response time. So these are what is contained in an SLA. I hope you got what is contained in an SLA. I'm also going to do like a PDF PDF content of what an SLA must contain. I'll do a PDF. I'll post it under this video so that we can, as well looking at the video, as we're watching the video, you can also read the elements of a good SLA. Thank you once again. Please continue to watch our videos, continue to like our pages. My name remains Oluwafemi Ogunle, your sure plug for an effective facility management. Thank you till we see in our next video.